Hello and welcome to Hickory. My name is Justin. I'm the owner of Team 53 and I partner with Coach Dave Academy and Impel Motorsports to bring you this week's Learn to Drive video for tour mods at Hickory as part of iRacing's 2025 Season 2 Week 5 official series. If you guys can, make sure you like and subscribe. It does a ton to help me out. I'm just a small-time racer here in Wisconsin. I've got a late model. Probably not running it too much this year just because my daughter, she's 12, wants to start go-karting. So I think we're going to be getting her going on that before I do a whole lot with mine. But everything you guys do helps us, whether it's a subscribe, whether it's a like. All of that helps with sponsors. It helps get our message out across YouTube, which helps get more eyes on us and really helps us. So if you guys are looking for short track setups or if you want ARCA or CFix telemetry, we've got our packages included. ARCA and CFix are within the short track pass. $53 for the full season. If you join our Discord and you pay with PayPal, we've got a 25% off discount going on. So make sure you hop in the Discord and join with that if you'd like to grab that. But Hickory here in the tour mod, I think it's actually going to be kind of fun. Probably going to be a little bit of a wreck fest just because there's going to be a lot of guys that aren't used to driving these cars or feeling these things. It's a really small track with a really high horsepower car. So it's really easy to spin the rear tires and spin out. It's really easy to overdrive entry and run into the car in front of you. So those are just kind of some things that you really have to be watching out for. But let's head out for qualifying. So first thing we're going to do, get a nice little burnout. We're going to aim here at the track. We're going to go up here to the top of the track in tire heat. When you're in official practice rooms, you guys are going to have to stay down here on the apron. And this apron here at Hickory is really, really narrow. So you just have to be careful when it comes to doing that. But it's just a gas brake swerve alternate. We do that all the way around the track. We pick up the pace. We drive down the backstretch. We get a nice run here on the top of the track, even though lap one is just going to be a burner lap. Really, all we're doing here on lap one is seeing how the car feels. We'll go back up high here in 3 and 4. We'll get another run going to the start-finish line. And right there, you can see we're about a block and a half off the wall in terms of where you're at pace-wise. And it's going to look like when you're inside the car that we're really straddling this line. And that's something that we talk about in the SK video. I think SKs were here this last week. So you can see us straddling this crack here on the line. The paint here for the dash lines really should be kind of almost at the top of your tire, close to where the A pillar comes down and intersects the tire. So just nice and high. You'll start to turn in pretty much immediately after the start-finish line. We're going to lift right about the time you're at the checkered flag before America, after America's short track, and 1, 2, 3 dash lines before the corner. We'll use some brake, and then just like the SKs, we're going to bring this car down and we're going to grab the right side tires right in this dash line. We'll bring her down, and then where there's like a little bump in the center of the corner, and when we get through that bump, that's where we're going to start to throttle up. So let's bring it down. Right side tires on that dash line. We're getting to where the center of this corner is. You see we released brake. And then right there you saw the car kind of bottomed out a little bit and came back up. That's where we'll hit it and we'll grab and drive up off the corner. Turn 3, so we get pointed pretty much where it says Hickory all the way to the outside of the wall. Again, we're straddling this crack with us. And then as we head here to turn 3, we're going to brake. Brake point was right around the Trading Paints billboard. Jeff's Auto Sales. We'll grab that. We'll brake through the corner. We'll let it rotate. We're going to bring this car down and around. This corner, to me, feels a lot like Concord turn 3 or the way you'd run 5 flags, 3 and 4. Kind of very similar to that. So you bring it around, late apex. We're going to grab that left front right on that yellow line and use that to pull us off the corner, and that's where we'll get our 198 lap. I think there's probably about a mid one in this setup. This is the custom Team 53 setup. I think an O probably is a little unrealistic with our setup. I would not be surprised though as we get towards the end of the week, people that are really big into the tour mods, if we found some O's kind of popping up. But it's a good baseline set to start out the week. Let's hop in the cockpit and we'll give you guys a lap around the track. So there it is, lap around the track in the car. Fairly straightforward, pretty easy to go. Race pace, it's going to feel like a bunch of qual laps. So first couple laps, car's going to be really loose. You got to kind of feather into it, and then as speed picks up, you should be good to go. Um, Big thing here is just making sure you don't overdrive 1 and 3, which you can use those zones for really good passing here going into 1, especially if you got somebody who's giving you a wide entrance, you can get down there. These cars have enough horsepower where if you can get someone to do what I just did there and get on throttle a little bit too quick too early, the rear tires will spin, and what you can do then is you can just drive right underneath them if you time that properly. So it's a pretty fun track in the tours and the supers, just because you've got some power and you're able to do things that you wouldn't otherwise be able to do. It really, I think, makes the racing a little bit better. Passing wise, too, I mean, this is only an 85 lap race, so I don't think the outside lane is going to come into play much. But that is something that as tires wear, you'll be able to move up the track and really manage that. Um, and, you know, there you saw I got on throttle a little too early. Car kind of pushed a little wide. We'll manage that here on this lap and kind of gather that back together. I think this will be a 236 lap, yeah. So we just waited a little bit on throttle, and you can see the lap times gradually pick up as we get a little bit better momentum in and we don't try and rush things as fast. There's a 175. We should be coming up here. Next couple laps here, we'll get to our best lap of race pace. So it does take a little bit for these tires to heat up and for you to really have something for them. But I think, like I said, the biggest thing here at Hickory is just going to be making sure you're not pushing tight off the corner or coming around loose with too much throttle and wheel spin in it. If you guys are looking to upgrade your iRacing experience, I recommend, I have a Moza R9 wheel. You can grab that. Impel Motorsports are a big supporter of ours. Um, Anything you need there. They have real race car parts as well, so if you race in real life, they can definitely help you out. But other than that, you know, it should be a pretty fun week of racing here at Hickory as we look at this fastest lap. You can really see weighted on throttle there, and then just a really nice hard drive off. So but best of luck. Join our Discord. 25% off of all of our short track season pass, as well as ARCA and CFix telemetry is included in it. Best of luck, and we will see you guys in the next video.